What's up, you guys? It's Cycling Thursday, or actually Brick Thursday. We usually run off the bike today, but I wanted to have Coco here today because it's the first time she's ever done bridges, any kind of climbing on her bike. And there's so many things to consider when you're climbing. There's so many different techniques. So as a beginner, I just wanted to speak to her and have her share her experience today, because she went from shaking almost on the first descent to like going, 30 miles an hour on the last descent. We did about 8 bridge repeats, right? So talk to us. How did it feel doing the first one? Were you scared?
So I'm gonna be honest, going in, I was like, oh, someone's gonna have to pull me up there. And then I was doing it and I'm like, oh, you just kind of take it moment by moment. It's actually really not as bad at all.
Right.
Going down the first time, I was obviously like just a little like
Nervous,
but that's normal.
Right.
And by the second or third time, I felt like a pro.
Exactly, and you looked awesome too. So I'm gonna speak to what she was talking about. So many people, especially newbies, but even my veteran triathlete Ironman people, they come out and they see the bridge as something to kill. And that's fine sometimes, but you actually want to learn how to train your climbing skills on the bridge. So for Coco, she doesn't have a lot of leg strength uphill. So we were focusing on higher RPMs one direction, and then on the way back, we did harden the gears a little bit so she had more resistance, and she was so good at it, we actually stood up today. Not everybody has the skill to be able to stand up on their first day, because there's so many techniques when you're standing. You don't want to have a lot of weight in your hands. You want to have more weight in your pedals, and you have to be able to pull up and over, not just push down. And you want to kind of use your bike to help you ascend, but you don't want to stand in a race situation, typically because you're going to waste so much energy. You're going to blow a match that you could be using on a downhill or a flat. But you do want to do bridge repeats or climbs up a hill standing in training because it makes you stronger. Okay, so and then one direction, having fast RPMs, lighter RPMs, helps you have a lower heart rate if you're doing it right, not attacking. I'm not talking about attacking. If you attack with fast RPMs, yes, your heart rate will go up. But if you go easy into it, focusing on a low heart rate of zone 3 or less, not hard resistance, because you won't have as much efficiency because you'll just be pushing down. My last tip, my last note, is I see all these groups out here on the key, 30 guys. And I see the guys sitting in the middle drafting. And yeah, that's a sweet spot, right? Because you're being pulled up the bridge. But if you want to challenge yourself, I challenge you to get to the front of the pack and then climb, okay? It's a completely different experience. As you get in better shape, you want to move your way to the front of the group to push yourself harder. If you're always sitting in on these group rides, if you're always sitting in on the climbs, you're not actually working to your potential. All right, guys, I hope that helped. Happy cycling.
Hi, Mom.
Great job, Coco.
Thank you. Yes, Coach Aaron, full circle, baby.